me seems crazy. A graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question.
Oh look, it's Wes and Gammamon, the one important thing that happens this episode.
Oh crap, that's not the image I wanted to show.
It's fine. You got straight to the point of the only thing that mattered.
Yeah. So yeah, these things aren't Vegemon.
They're Vegemon.
Are they Vegemon?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that what they were calling it is just the Japanese name for it. Which would be their, like, original name, but we know them as Vegemon.
Because I was looking at these things, it's like, they don't have the red, like, head thing, you know? I think this might just be a Garurumon situation. Yeah, this is Weedmon.
Oh, yeah, this is a different thing, isn't it?
Yeah, this is not a Vegemon. It is a completely different original Digimon. Because its head is different, slightly, in, like, coloration. Well, I guess its eye's like a different shade of green, too, but yeah. Oh, yeah, and the eyes, now that I'm looking at. Yeah, it doesn't have the red eyes.
It's Awesomon. Yeah, Weedmon. Okay.
Yeah. Just remember,
it doesn't matter, they're functionally the same thing.
Just remember, if you're playing Digimon World 2, you need to get a Garurumon, not a Garurumon. And both of those are in the game.
Great. Wait, okay, Digimon's a virus.
Okay, Weedmon might also be a virus.
Probably. Yeah, it is. I don't know. I was just trying to find any difference between the two, but it's really just that one has a red thing on its head and the other doesn't.
Yeah, one's a vegetable, the other one's a weed. Which is different from, like, Red Vegemon, who is also a vegetable, but different.
And is probably also a virus, and so on and so forth.
Yes. There's a lot of plants.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think spam emails are just going around and infecting people's iPads, and when
they're chain letters, specifically.
Yeah, and if you choose to delete the, like, spam chain letter, then, like, yo, your tablet just becomes a thing for Vegemon to just... It's not Vegemon, for Weedmon to pop out of, and then they just attack you and try to drink water, and they're basically gremlins. This is basically just gremlins.
Yeah. They drink water, they get bigger. By the way, jellyfish are made out of, like, 90% water.
Oh yeah, so Jellymon's, like, terrified this entire episode.
Yeah, I didn't get it at first, and then she's like, oh, well, they power up by drinking water, and it's like, oh.
So yeah, these things are just going around to suck up all the water they can find. Hard cut to Rui, who just happens to be at, like, a fish tank aquarium themed cafe.
So, which might be fake. Like, the water and the fish and everything might be holograms.
They might be, but also I feel like that will explain a lot for why they're attacking there.
At least the fish at least are holograms. The water might be real.
The water might be real, yeah. Because they just pop out and they start, like, stealing her drink and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be one of those episodes where we're all over the place because, like, I didn't retain enough information of, like, the series of events all that well because it's not filler. I keep wanting to use the word and say that, like, an episode is filler, but, like, we get a new evolution. It's
so
whatever.
Here's the thing, like, this episode is really, like, straight to the point, and a lot of it's just, you know, people trying to figure out how things work.
Yeah. There's a chain letter. If you delete it, then Weedmon pops out and multiplies and grows bigger, and they have to deal with it.
Yeah, like, he uses your, like, you know, like, software to multiply himself, basically, which is neat, and, like, they bring up that, like, this might be the end of the world.
If they keep multiplying the way they are, then yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, because there could be like an exponential like curve to things where they just like hit a point where there's just too many to stop.
Also, one of my favorite scenes in this episode is Hero gets an email, gets the chain letter, and like Gamamon immediately goes hostile and destroys his cell phone.
Yeah, he's just like, I have bad vibes from this, and Hero's like, my phone though.
That email is evil. I can feel it, and he just slashes his phone.
I love that we're just like this far into the Digimon, like literally the most like recent thing ever, and the concept of just like sensing the evil has never really gone away. You can smell it. You can smell the evil of that spam. You'd smell the evil from this effing right-click NFT Digimon.
Hey, Weedmon's ugly enough to be an NFT.
Hero's just got like the ugly monkey on his phone, and he's like, oh, well, it could hurt to like pay some money on this, and Gamon just breaks it. He's like, I smell bad vibes.
Good boy, Gamamon.
Good boy, have some candy.
So yeah, Gamamon eats some chocolate while they talk about how to deal with the Weedmon, and then they deal with the Weedmon.
Yeah, it's weird because there's a
will say, I do like how I've said before how much of a fan I am of like regular people fighting off Digimon. There are people fighting the Weedmon.
Oh yeah, because when they come out, they're like really tiny, and they just merge together and get bigger.
Well, there's that one that's really big, and it's got this dude, and a dude with an umbrella jumps up and like smacks it in the back, and it runs away, and it's like, holy crap. This dude's a hero.
Oh yeah, that dude like fended off a champion. That's nuts.
I think it also helps that Weedmon seems to be a coward in general.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Like, and how many like shotguns to the face do you think Weedmon could withstand before like, you know, get knocked out? I feel like the answer would probably be like 1 or 2 maybe.
How big is it? Is it one of the tiny ones, or is it a bigger one?
Alright, Taiwan would be like, you know, gone like immediately. There'd be nothing left. Yeah. If it's like one that's like the size of a building, it might take like 3 or 4.
Here's the problem, though, and we learn this, is like if you damage multiple Weedmon in one area, they just fuse together.
Yeah.
It's like a survival instincts kind of thing.
Yeah, it makes them really like more of a threat than they would be otherwise.
Yeah, their power comes in sheer numbers and survivability. So
yeah, I feel like this might be the first time where it's just like, no, we've just murdered these Digimon.
Yeah, except
just
they don't.
Straight up.
None of them die.
Not that we know of, but they blast a lot of them.
Yeah, true. Like, I don't know. I didn't see like a specific like graphic of one of them like dissolving into data or whatever. So
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that the way that they're holding off on killing literally anything in this series, I feel like we'll know when something dies.
You know what? Fair enough. Yeah, I was imagining like they just start taking them out, and you see Gamamon like absorbing the data. He just loads it in, and now he can do the chain letters.
Back to the future of Tamers theory. I would be so down for that.
Oh man.
But so yeah, like they're blowing away the Vegemon, and like Gamamon's like, I gotta protect my chocolate, my champion or whatever. And it's like, all right, new form for Gamamon, because Gamamon's the only one who gets anything, except for Jellymon that one time.
Yeah. So crazy theory, and this is like no proof behind it at all. Mm-hmm. What if Tamers takes place in the future after Ghost Game?
No, absolutely not.
Because that would explain why people know what Digimon is. But, like, this could also maybe explain why there's no hologram ghosts. Because, like, all these Digimon attacks happen, and then they're like, oh, let's just get rid of this technology.
No, because they're not calling them Digimon. They're calling them hologram ghosts. They don't know that Digimon exist.
Yeah, true, but maybe, though. Maybe.
It is kind of crazy that how many people should be aware of their existence by now, though.
Oh,
Especially
yeah, like,
after this episode.
yeah, before it's like, alright, we're dealing with, like, urban legends, maybe there's, like, rumors online, or, maybe, like, people have heard, like, just about different things. Now it's just like, alright, yeah, no, this is, like, unavoidable. They're just out there
Yeah,
in the streets.
Yeah, Weedmon multiplied across the city and started attacking. There's no way people don't realize there's something wrong.
Yeah, just absolutely.
Unless they're also stupid that they're just like, oh, it's some crazy mass advertisement.
To be fair, there have been some crazy mass advertisements before, but still.
The frequency it happens in this world, you think they'd catch on by now. So yeah, Gamamon is like the epitome of the meme that Digimon is a dinosaur with guns strapped to it. Because Gamamon is a dinosaur with guns strapped to it.
Honestly, I like Gamamon a lot.
He's alright. I guess he's more visually interesting than the other two, I guess.
Like, I feel like I still prefer, like, Bale Gamamon, where he's, like, more, like, acrobat and still has the scarf and stuff. Gamamon is, like, cooler than I thought it'd be. I love that he has little, like, triceratops guns on, like, the bottom of his feet. His legs are also guns.
Yeah, he looks like a Zoid.
Oh, yeah. Side note, should we do Zoids at some point?
Oh god, I don't know. Maybe we watch an episode or two and see if it even holds up.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be fair. Just do like a quick one. That'll be like an April Fool's episode or something. We'll just do an episode of Zoids and we'll keep calling everything Digimon.
Ligermon.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, Gamamon becomes Gamamon, and then he guns down several of the Weedmon, and then before he does his big final shot, keeping with the theme of anticlimaxes tonight, an old man Weedmon shows up and says, "Oh, we're sorry, we'll leave. Bye."
Yeah, all right.
And then they leave.
Yeah, he's just like, oh yeah, I just won more friends and now I've gone, so alright, later. And like, he gives them like a look, and I don't know if it's intentional or not, but very much seems like he's kind of lying, and he's like, oh yeah, no, we'll be back for you.
Yeah, there is, like, I oversimplified it because just to sell how anticlimactic it is, because Gamamon's powering up, like, these railguns on his head or whatever,
Yeah.
he's about to do this really big shot, and then it's just like, no, stop.
We should clarify, this is a massacre.
Yeah.
Like, they set, like, a digital field in such a way, I assume there's, like, multiple ones they didn't ship through or whatever, but they're like, okay, this is the only source of water in town through this, like, narrow area the Weedmon have to get through. And, like, Gamamon sets up with his guns and just starts, like, firing down, like, this, like, narrow, like, way, just, like, non-stop.
Yeah. And Goramon and Jellymon are fighting, too. Jellymon evolves the Tesla Jellymon, and Goramon is, like, punching him out.
It's really weird because there's a moment where it's like gives a little bit of focus on like Angoramon, and it's like, oh yeah, these things attacked really before. Is this gonna be the Angoramon evolution episode? No, it can't be, and then it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
maybe
we'll
get it eventually.
I'm sure we'll probably get like 2 episodes from now. Because I doubt we're gonna get next episode, but I'm sure it's coming soon.
Surprise, next episode is the one where we get Gulus Gamamon.
Oh, man. But yeah, I feel like this does highlight like one of the weird problems this series kind of has, which is that it's like honestly for like and I guess it's like mostly for the alternate forms. But yeah, it's like these aren't really like hero episodes where he's got like the flight form or like, wasn't Gamamon, are they?
No.
Like they're not really points of character development. They just kind of like happen. And it's like, oh, all
I,
right.
I feel like we see more of Kyo this episode than Hero.
Yeah, like
Because there's like a whole like tiny subplot where everybody's like, oh, Kyo sent us the email, the chain letter that caused all this. Let's find him. And like Kyo is like, out to repair his reputation and everything.
Yeah, Kyo's just straight up like thinks everyone's blaming him for the spam emails, and he's like, no, I have to like clear my name. And it's like, oh, is this just gonna be like a Kyo episode without an evolution? And it's like, nah, not really.
I think I realize what the problem is. And it's that there's no, like, usually when there's an evolution in previous series, there's some, like maybe the characters learned something, or they grew.
Yeah, it's like, it's a character moment. Yeah, it's...
Every time for this, it's the Gamamon just like, but my chocolate, and then he evolves.
Yeah. Like...
And it's...
Yeah, the way you're describing is like super basic, like, Sean storytelling. It's like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, your character goes through something, they have like a bit of an arc, and you have the moment where they're like, oh yeah, like, no, like, my friends are important, or like, what have you, and then, power up happens, and that makes it feel really cool and like, special.
Yeah. Even with Adventure, it's like, the baby Digimon get attacked by Kawagamon, and they all evolve to rescue their partners.
Yeah.
And then Greymon evolves again to do the same thing for Tai. And it's like, it's not super deep or anything, but at least he's like protecting his friend.
In Adventure, it's like every single evolution was tied to a character being like, oh hey, I want to like save my friends, or I want to like learn more about the world or whatever, and that made those like evolution moments really stand out and feel special. Like, is like, and you're right, it's like, it's nothing special, it's like really straightforward, but it's like, that was like just how the show was structured, right? And it worked like super well. Like, there's entire episodes where it's like, Izzy's like, oh, should I give up my curiosity? And he's like, no, I want to be curious about the world, insert evolution, and that makes it feel really cool.
Well, that was for, so that was for a bigger evolution that he got, right?
That was his ultimate.
Yeah, and this is still Champion, to be fair.
Yeah.
Champion evolutions don't come through any major event, but it's usually more important than Gamamon being like, if the world ends, I can't eat chocolate, and then he gets a new form.
Yeah, like, this kind of feels like, they just had like a plot line sort of set up for each of like the base champion forms or whatever, and now we're getting like other Gamamon champions. It's like, they're kind of obligated to throw them in, but they don't have, like, an idea how, like, make, like, a new character arc for them. It's just like, oh, we need, like, an episode where we have to, like, like, have a lot of firepower and shoot a lot of things at once. Alright, well, here we go. And you go back to the flight form, and it's like, alright, yeah, like, it's not like a hero episode, it's just like, oh, we just need an excuse for Gamamon to fly, yeah. We need something that's very, like, fast and mobile in the air that he can fight.
Yeah. But like I said, I'll cut him some slack. Like, maybe this is just how they're doing champions. Maybe ultimate forms, like, they have one canon ultimate form, and it'll actually be special in some way. But... but this isn't giving me a lot of hope.
Yeah, because, I think it will be way better when we get to Ultimates, because it's like, I'm thinking back, and it's like, alright, yeah, we have the Tesla Jellymon episode, and it's like, alright, yeah, that was, like, straight up a Kyo episode, and it worked really well.
Yeah,
Because
that one
it's
was
like,
good.
yeah, we had like the big like thing for him, and we like built up like him like overcoming his fear and stuff, and it like made for a compelling thing.
Yeah, a limit break moment.
Yeah, and I feel like we have had the same thing for like Betelgeuse, where it's like
He needs to be strong to protect like Hero and save the other people.
yeah, and they have their moment where they're like reaching out for each other, and Gamemon's like, no, I want to eat more champion with you, and Hero's like, yeah, we'll get that champion, you know? And it's like there's an emotional core to it beyond just like, oh, power up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even when like the other characters like get their Digimon, it was kind of like that type of moment.
Also, I'm not sure if Angoramon has another champion form. Like, I'm not sure if he has two. I think Jellymon does.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything like that, and I've been kind of like keeping my ears out, but like I wouldn't be surprised.
Let me see. I've got the vital bracelet evolution chart here, because the way it works is like when you get your Digimon to like champion level, you'll start fighting champions, right? So it's
Right?
like, oh wait, was it dipping into? Oh, that's her ultimate form. Okay, never mind.
Okay, yeah. Because
I thought,
Jellymon's ultimate form is definitely something. It's
yeah,
definitely something.
yeah. I thought I was seeing a alternate champion form, but no, it was pairing me up against ultimates. Holy crap! From what I can see of her, she looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Ultimate Jellymon's pretty slick. I
Oh, right.
feel like it's super fitting for her.
What's its name? Thetismon. All right.
Yeah, so they stopped doing the whole like, oh yeah, duh, like base form name thing. After,
Yeah, you
like,
know what? Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. From what I've seen, like, Ultimate Jellymon looks like Super Fang, and, like, Ultimate Angoramon is going to, like, be very weird. It's gonna be very weird, and I don't know how they'll justify it.
I'm looking at the sprite. That's something.
It sure is a sprite, alright.
Maybe it'll look cooler in motion. I don't know. I mean, it looks fine. I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see it. Not really related to the episode or anything, but I was training my Jellymon and Angoramon, and they both evolved into like stuff I wasn't like. I was trying to get their canon forms, and it just didn't happen. Like for Angoramon, I got a Commandomon. I think I showed you that one before. It's the
Oh, yeah.
dog vehicle
Yeah, that
Digimon.
thing's weird, yeah.
I like him. I got him, and I like him actually, so that's kind of fine. For Jellymon, I got Dolphmon,
Huh. Yeah, alright.
which, looking at this graph, can still turn into her ultimate form, so that's nice.
Interesting. Oh man, I guess that makes as much sense as anything else in Digimon.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
kind of
jeez.
I'm kind of glad that looking at these charts, if they're accurate, they only have like the other two only have one other, or they only have one champion form,
Yeah.
or at least one canon champion form.
Oh boy. But yeah.
Aside from Gulus Gamamon, they've gone through all of his, so like we've only got one more until they have to start evolving the others.
We're probably gonna get like Angormon's champion, and then we get the Dark Evolution. Because you know it's coming.
I really hope so. It would be a good excuse to be like, oh man, this weird dark evolution is so strong for some reason. We need two other champions to fight it.
Yeah, I think that would make a lot of sense. Hopefully, I'm super worried about this. Hopefully, we go into a situation where, like, we get the dark form, and then that's Angormon's evolution episode. And he literally just evolves to take out the dark form.
Oh man.
That'd be like so lame.
Oh, that makes sense. Wasn't Gamamon could turn into Tank Dramon?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Did you see the preview for next episode?
You said in the Discord that it's about Seals Dramon.
Oh heck yeah. I'm so hyped for Seals Dramon.
I honestly don't remember. Like, I remember that I liked it, but I don't remember what it looks like.
Seals Dramon is really cool. It's like, it's an effing like cyborg dinosaur that's like a Navy SEAL's like commando, and it's like, you know, a little like laser sight and stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at him. Yeah, that's cool.
It's just got this little like knife and he just runs up and shanks people.
Oh wait, is it? Yeah, Commandramon is the one I really like.
Oh yeah,
it's just a little dinosaur man with a gun.
Man, the entire Dark Dramon line is like pretty good. I think Tank Dramon's pretty good, you know? Like, Dark Dramon's like a weird departure, but I also kind of like it. Like, the big crazy, like, flaming wings and stuff. He's just got the big, like, arm cannon, and it's like, alright, sure. I'm not sure what this has to do with military, but alright. Yeah,
I was gonna say, it is kind of a bummer that departs from the entire theme. Like, I don't know where you go from Tank anyways. Like, I guess making it like a super crazy cyborg like monster.
Yeah, I was thinking, I don't know how you felt this. I was thinking like you make the Mega like a cyber, like, you know, like fighter jet dragon. So you have like the jet parts on and you have the wings and stuff, and they have like real missiles and like robot claws coming out and stuff like that.
Well, I think the idea might have gone from like conventional weapons of war, like a tank, and then we go to like sci-fi, like super soldier territory where it doesn't even look like a military weapon anymore.
Maybe, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it's a very odd choice though. Oh man. Jeez, I'm so glad the card game got effing Kazu added, because now D-Brigades are gonna be so much stronger. It's like, hey, what happens when you have an archetype that's all about getting cards in your trash, and they all use cyborgs, and you just give them a tamer that gives you memory if you have a cyborg, and it lets you both trash and draw cards on attack.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's gonna be like really fun to screw around with. But yeah, this is a like alright episode, I guess. Yeah,
it's alright.
Yeah, it wasn't Gamamon's cool. I didn't feel like much of anything, but yeah, this is something. It's fine.
Like I said, I just want more significant things to happen.
I want there to be like a continuous narrative going on. I feel like we've like spent enough time just like, you know, because it's like I'm thinking back, it's like the original series had a lot of standalone episodes, but at the same time a lot of them also had like really big character moments too, and it feels like we're not really getting like enough of those to justify this, right?
Yeah.
I know, it's very odd, it's very weird. So yeah, is that everything we really want to say about this?
Yeah, I think that's all I've got to say.